Hey there, explorers! Welcome to today's Explainer. We're about to embark on a super fun journey to unlock the secrets of the world, from way up above.
But before we really dive in, I want you to imagine something completely mind-blowing. Have you ever seen a massive map made entirely out of solid silver? It sounds like something straight out of a fantasy movie, right? Well, it actually existed, and it completely changed how we see our world. But before we uncover that shiny mystery, let's quickly introduce today's lesson journey. This explainer is proudly produced by Waqas Ahmed Shah. He's an educator and an AI agents and automation builder for educators, traders, and startups based right in Karachi, Pakistan.
So what's on our explorer's itinerary today? We're going to uncover that 1,000-year-old silver map, figure out why we even need maps, learn to crack the secret code of map reading, and then go on a virtual treasure hunt to pinpoint a major coastal city. Finally, we'll wrap up with a quick Map Master recap.
All right, let's jump right into our first stop, the mystery of this solid silver map and the legendary work of Muhammad al-Idrisi.
So about 1,000 years ago, there was this incredible Muslim geographer named Muhammad al-Idrisi. He was born way back in 1099 AD in Ceuta. Later on, he spent 18 long years working for the king of Sicily, which is an island in the Mediterranean Sea, just drawing maps and writing about them. And get this, his work was so remarkably accurate that other geographers literally just copied his maps without changing a single thing for the next 300 years.
The king of Sicily was absolutely blown away by al-Idrisi's mapping skills. He didn't just want this map on plain old paper. No way. He had al-Idrisi's map engraved onto a giant disc of solid silver. And we're not talking about a tiny coin here. This thing was a massive 2 meters wide. Just imagine a map taller than most adults, shining in pure silver. How cool is that? Now, the brilliant people who make these wonders are called cartographers. A cartographer is basically a map maker who draws a view of the Earth's surface from above. But remember, this was way before airplanes or space satellites were even a thing. So these cartographers had to rely entirely on what they saw while traveling, or on the crazy stories told by passing merchants and brave explorers.
So that brings us to a really good question. Why do we even need maps today?
I mean, we aren't ancient explorers sailing uncharted oceans anymore, right? Well, it turns out maps are the ultimate everyday tools. Think about it. Whether you're a town planner figuring out exactly where to put a brand new drainage system so a city doesn't flood, or just a family trying to figure out if you'll be driving through steep mountains or crowded plains to get to a distant wedding, maps give us the exact information we need to make smart choices.
Okay, now for the fun part. Let's learn how to crack the secret code that cartographers use.
To read a map like a total pro, you really just need to look for 4 main clues. First, check the title. That just tells you what the map is actually about. Second, find the north sign. It's usually a little arrow pointing to the top of the map to help you get your bearings with north, south, east, and west. Third is the scale, which tells us how real-world distances are shrunk down to fit on the page. And finally, you have to unlock the symbols using the key, which explains what all those different colors and shapes actually mean.
Let's dive a little deeper into that third clue, the scale, and how we actually shrink the giant world down onto a tiny piece of paper.
Because obviously we can't draw a whole country at its real, gigantic size. Maps use something called a linear scale. It's kind of like a magic shrinking ray. Here's how it works. Step 1. You measure the distance on the map with a regular ruler, let's say in centimeters. Step 2. You check that linear scale down in the corner of your map. And step 3, you convert it. So for example, just 1 little centimeter on your piece of paper might equal 1 whole kilometer in the real world.
All right, explorers, it is time to put your new code-cracking skills to the ultimate test in a virtual treasure hunt.
Let's imagine we're looking at a map of Pakistan, and our goal is to find the city of Karachi. How do we do it? Well, step 1, we read the title just to make sure we're actually looking at the right map. Step 2, we use our north sign, which quickly shows us that Karachi is located way down in the south of the country. And step 3, we grab our trusty ruler to measure the distance using that linear scale we just talked about. When we line up that ruler and apply the linear scale straight across the map, we discover a huge secret. Karachi is a staggering 1,700 kilometers away from the northern boundary of Pakistan. Just think about that for a second. You've figured out a massive, real-world distance just by using a tiny ruler and a map's scale line. Pretty amazing, right? But wait, the map key gives us even more treasure. By reading the symbols, we might spot a little red dot for the city, a long blue line showing us it's just west of the River Indus, and a big blue shaded area right next to it. That blue shading, it tells us it's the Arabian Sea. So just by cracking the map's code, we easily figured out that Karachi is a beautiful coastal city down in the south.
You did it! You successfully cracked the map code. So let's celebrate with a super fast Map Master recap of some mind-blowing facts.
Honestly, just think about how far we've come. The very first maps in history weren't even on paper. They were carved into heavy clay tablets thousands of years ago. Then came master cartographers like al-Idrisi with his giant silver disc. And you know, without maps, legendary explorers like Ibn Battuta and Columbus couldn't have traveled far at all. And today, we have amazing digital maps right on our phones that actually speak to us and tell us exactly where to turn.
You've successfully unlocked the secrets of cartographers, from ancient silver discs to the digital screens right in our pockets. You've cracked the secret map code. So, where will your next exploration take you? I challenge you to look around your own neighborhood with a map this week. Now that you have the skills of a true master cartographer, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep exploring the amazing world around you. See you on our next lesson journey.